Very early, June 20th, caught a pregnant one and I think another female cat at a senior apartment complex.
You sweaty?
The male from the apartment complex. One of the resident kitties outside the house from a TNR project in Fontana. Very, very huge TNR. A couple wound up outside the house from that one. This is the male kitty I trapped at the senior apartment complex. The morning of this video, it is early morning in this video, and they were trapped at about 1 a.m. This little guy is leading me over here to the kennels where I have housed the other two I caught from the senior apartment complex. On the left is, I think, a female friendly, and on the right is a pregnant one I have in the clinic as I'm narrating this morning on the 21st. And there's little Munchkin Bee again. This one here is from a completely different city. I've been holding on to them for about a week. I just haven't got them to get fixed yet. Okay, so I'm going to transfer that one via this thing into there. So they wander in through the small kennel that has a cutout and go into there. So I've been doing this for about 5 years, trapping community cats, taking them to get fixed, and then returning them if they're feral. If they're friendly, I hang on to them until I get them to a couple rescues that I work with. Pretty much a foster for them, I guess. So the way it works is if I don't get them to the spay neuter clinic the very next day after trapping, I house them until I can. That's the case with this one because I trapped him on a Saturday night. Saturday morning, Sunday morning, whatever, and the spay neuter clinic, wasn't open until Monday, the morning that I'm narrating this. So I had to get creative in transferring them to and from the traps. I had some trial and error along the way, but I got it down pretty good now, as you'll see as the video progresses here. Really, I also feed colonies also in addition to trap, neutering, returning. And I also do the rescue part where I rescue the kittens. My friend who I recently met through trapping and fixing and feeding colonies, Connie, together we feed close to 30 colonies. We have a wish list going for the food that we use because she's spending close to $300 a week, which is insane. We're doing our best to get food locally. It's tough because they usually have just a food pantry once a month, which the rate that we're feeding cats, that's not going to supply us what we need. So this is just a little video to show kind of what I do all the time. It is a full-time job. As I'm narrating this, I haven't slept since, the night before. Okay, so Kitty is going into the trap. So I use the medium-sized kennel to step down to the trap, and here they go. All right, so it's just after 2 a.m. Monday morning. No sleep tonight again, but I got the two community cats from a senior apartment complex in Riverside. There's still one more to get there that's pregnant, I think. This morning I have a male and a pregnant female. And I'm here so early because of this. So today's the 21st and they're closed the rest of the week, so I didn't want to mess around this morning because I thought it might be full because of this, but looks like I'm the first one here. Well, pushing 4 minutes before I decided to add this conclusion. Just wanted to put my socials out there. I don't really post all that much on Instagram. That's my name there. However, Instagram is where Connie and I have our wish lists added in the links in our profile on Instagram. We go through so much food. We're really trying to get support with that. We are trying to get support locally with the food, but the shelters have a food pantry once a month, and honestly, once a month is not really gonna do it. So basically, I started helping Connie trap the community cats at her colonies. Some of them are already fixed, some of them are not, but together our colony numbers is almost 30 colonies. She has fixed over 100 community cats. I'm over 300 at this point, so combined it's about 400, over 400. And she's gotten some to rescue. I've gotten some to rescue. It's about 130. I don't have an exact number. I don't have time to do my lists anymore, unfortunately, to keep track. I'm trying to work on that. Facebook and TikTok, same name. And then YouTube is same name also. That's where I'm going to post this video that you're watching. I like YouTube because, well, they have a better screening process to make sure that people posting are actually the people that are saying they are. So these other ones, there can be a bunch of fake accounts. So anyway, I'm going to be making a more in-depth video to kind of summarize the bigger projects that I've done in the last 5 years. I just don't have time to do that right now, but the one that I just made pretty much is in a nutshell of what I do. I'm just going to highlight more of the bigger projects over the years. Coming soon. Thank you. And I almost forgot, this is a notepad for my clinic on Tuesday, where I'm taking 8 community cats to get fixed for free. In the very beginning, 5 years ago when I started doing this, I did not have free services. I had to pay for it. Basically went on my credit card. That's why I have, well, one of the reasons I have so much credit card debt, which I'll never pay off unless I win the lottery. This has never been sustainable. Anyway, that's a story for a different time. The ones that are circled are the ones that we've already trapped. The pregnant one is here with me this morning at the spay neuter clinic. This one Connie caught yesterday. Friendly, pretty sure it was dumped. And so I still have, well, basically these ones aren't going to the clinic on Tuesday. These ones, this one's here today, this one's at the house. So basically I have to re-trap all 8 of my appointments today, pretty much, which I can do. But as I said, this is a full-time gig. And this is the reason that I'm over 300 community cats, because I usually take 7 or 8 at a time to the clinics. So it's getting my numbers up there pretty quick. At over 300 community cats and I think 20 spay abortions, I've probably prevented tens of thousands of cats from being born outside. I know I'm not the only one doing this, but I know I'm the only one doing it basically on my credit cards. My credit cards are maxed out at this point. Don't have any credit left. Not very smart on my part. I did try the full-time job thing while doing this, and it basically dwindled down to me working part-time. And then, you know, Uber Eats delivery is all I have time for, but even that I haven't done a delivery for in almost a month. Basically, I'm running a sanctuary rescue right where I rent, and to maintain who I have at the house, it takes me a couple hours to complete that before I'm ready to leave the house. And there's also kitties outside the house, some from the neighborhood, some are from not. Basically, it's just I've worked myself into this thing because of the need for it, and that's the bottom line. And I started out in this by feeding homeless cats with no plan and pretty much making minimum wage the entire way through. So that's one of the reasons for my debt also. Thank you.